One of the great things in business is you don't know if you don't ask, right? And so one of the reasons I love Twitter and social media, and specifically Twitter, is I see the comments more, even more than on Instagram, and sometimes jump in and surprise and delight. You're witnessing a surprise and delight right now. What's the number? Crystal, you better pick up.
Hello?
Hey Crystal, it's Garyvee.
Oh my God, Gary freaking Vaynerchuk.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for calling me. I have been on 10 since you tweeted me yesterday.
I love it. I love living on 10, and anything I can do to get people to live on 10 is exactly right. I like that. So what can I help you with?
Okay. Have two things. One, I'm gonna ask on behalf of me. So I'm 26. I want to be. I want to say a marriage counselor.
Okay.
I'm not sure if even that's the right word, because I don't want to be boxed into like an office, a clinic, or what have you. I see my future writing books, doing speaking engagements, conferences, things like that. Just the point or information and tools so that people can have better marriages. But I am finding that every time I mention that, like, what do you want to do with your life, and I tell people this, their instant response is, how are you going to do that? You're not married. My parents are divorced as of since I was 8. I'm not married.
I can answer your question right away. We're gonna build an amazing case study together. I'm gonna give you 3 names, and then you're gonna cruise into the sunset of success, which is, let's figure out the 3 most successful coaches in the history of sport that everybody knows of that didn't play that sport. Bill Belichick, even though I hate him with all my guts, did not play football. He grew up in the football game, right? His dad and was a coach and what have you, but Bill Belichick did not play football, and he will probably unfortunately go down as the greatest, or if not one of the greatest head coaches of all time. You don't have to be, listen, I think people have to be thoughtful. I hate 22-year-old life coaches that haven't lived life, but if they speak about, here's my life experiences and why, you can eliminate though very quickly when somebody says to you, but how are you can't do, first of all, a couple other questions. Are your friends and your circle telling you can't do that? Or are customers that you're trying to do that with telling you that they don't want to go with you because you're not married?
No, this is more acquaintances, people that I run into.
Yeah, so listen, that's a mistake. Like, you can't listen to acquaintances, their opinions don't matter.
Okay.
You can't listen to.
So how?
You can't listen to any.
How do I build that?
How do you?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited. You should talk. Go.
So am I. I'm like pumped. Basically, like I wanna, because I follow you, and I've been following you for a couple of years now, and I do agree what you have to say about education. I do think people are gonna start moving from going to school and sending their kids to school to finding ways.
I've got your answer. I've got your answer, and a lot of people get up.
You know what I'm gonna ask.
Of course I know. I know exactly where you're going. So if you're not gonna get the PhD, there's only a few ways to justify and gives confidence to the end market why they would jump with you. It's crazy to me that so many people, I was watching 60 Minutes last night in the background as I was working, and the way that Oprah was justifying the person was, he has a PhD in this and a master's in that. Even 60 Minutes use those pieces of paper to create authority. In our society, pieces of paper from businesses, and that's what colleges are, has been the authority. The only other people that get authority are the people that have gone out and done it and have people co-signing them, right? Makes sense. So the way and this is why I love working for free. When you don't have a piece of paper, right? One of the reasons I love working for free is working for free for somebody who is that person in society, whether they got a piece of paper or they're Puff Daddy and they just did it, becomes the equity that you trade under once you become great at something, right? Andy, who's sitting here right now, every single famous person I see gives him a lot of street cred right away, not because he got a fucking degree for personal branding and marketing for Virginia Tech. What degree did you get?
Political science.
Not because of his fucking bullshit political science degree from Virginia Tech, but because he went and worked underneath me and I went out and did it, and I always give him love and good vibes. The end. It's not Babin's degree from the USC School of fucking Film or NYU.
I dropped out.
You know,
Right.
so what you need to do, is one of two moves if you're not gonna go get a PhD and have everybody comfortable with it. You either need to go work for somebody that is the authority and ask all thousands of people that are authorities and work for them, or you need to give your services for free to 5 couples, crush it for them, and use their word of mouth and endorsements and as your leverage point. The end. There's 3 ways to win the game. 1, the traditional piece of paper route. 2, work for free for somebody and siphon off their equity once you deliver for them. Or 3, eat shit and do it yourself in the beginning and let the testimonials of the early people give it for you. I'm 3. I recommend often 2. 99% of the world plays 1.
Okay. Awesome.
That was some good shit, actually.
That was good. That was amazing.
It's very rare when I get to the real point. like that's the fucking point. Those are the 3 pillars of trying to gain market acceptance. The 3 pillars of market acceptance.
I love it. And then, so I cannot wait to like message you in like a year or 3 to 5 years and tell you where I'm at.
Me too. By the way, I live for that shit. My whole fucking being is based on that shit.
Be good content too.
It will be great content. Yeah, that is gonna be great content. Okay, real quick, because I gotta run to my next thing. What's the other, you had another thing.
Yes, so I work for a company here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We're a wholesaler for memory cards, and I do work here and I enjoy what I do for the team, and like they just bring so much value to me in my life that I really want to be like a next level employee here, and I want to help them with their social media, but I just don't know how to do it if what we're doing is non-proprietary.
You build a brand. You build a reputation. When you're non-proprietary, like most things in the world, you build a brand. A bottled water is not proprietary. Like they say it is, but it's not. like you know, most things are non-proprietary.
Okay.
A sneaker's not. I mean, like you know, the innovation in sneakers is evolved, but I mean, a T-shirt. Let's go there. T-shirts aren't proprietary, but like you know, for a while they're Abercrombie and Fitch. For a while they're American Apparel. For a while they're now Supreme. Like when you don't have any proprietary value, you have to build a brand.
Okay. And how do I start that for them?
You make content for the people that are buying the product. So you're in the B2B business, I assume, right?
Yes, both actually.
Got it. B2B and B2C, right?
Yes.
So you make content for the B2B world and you make content for the B2C world. You make a funny video for Instagram and target people that are most likely to buy memory cards or employees of organizations. Here's what I always do when you want to do it for a company. I look at where the money's coming from and I make content for those people. Meaning I would look at where sales are being generated and then I would make content for that psycho and demographic. So if your biggest client is Staples, I would make content for the Staples buyer. If you're selling a ton on Amazon, I would look at the data and be like, why is everybody from Wisconsin buying our product? Let's make some Wisconsin-based I reverse engineer the actual people that are buying.
Okay.
And try to figure out how to bring them value in utility or entertainment in my creative, which then leads to, ROI. I'm both utility and escapism, entertainment, right? People watch DailyVee and my clips, both for information, but a lot of people don't even realize, a lot of people are watching just for entertainment. They just want to see what the trials and tribulation of Babin versus D-Rock are today.
I saw that clip when he said that you might get to a D-Rock status.
That's right. See? See?
You'll get there, Babin.
See, Babin?
Appreciate that.
So like, I mean, this was a very meta moment for me, right? Like a lot of people, like I'm doing both, more utility than entertainment, but clearly both. And I think that, you watch Star Wars for a reason, and you watch a how-to video for a memory card for a reason, and both work. Those are the two pillars that you trade on.
Okay. And just to add to that, so I find that my bosses, they're kind of scared that someone's gonna like take our idea because it's not proprietary and run with it. And I've been watching you. You're really preach on like, listen, people, even if they know how to do it, they're not going to do it.
How many employees work in the company?
I believe like 6. Like it's not a lot of us.
Right, and do you understand the proprietary nature of what you guys do? Like if you left tomorrow, would you be able to, if you had enough money, do it as well?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
And
then your bosses are not very smart. And this is and I'm saying that in a tough way, and I don't really mean it, but this is what makes me laugh at people. The reason I'm a good guy and give everything away is there are no secrets.
Right.
Like why wouldn't it be scary for you to go and work for a competitor and bring that? I mean, like they're old school in their thinking. They haven't calibrated the extreme nature of the internet. Too many people are trying to hold on to a secret that doesn't exist. And so what that does, it makes them religious about defense when it's never been more important to go on the offense.
Okay.
But that's a tough play because, like, I don't think you walking into the room is going to convince them. Do you know what I mean?
Right, and I don't think so either.
But maybe they'll watch this full clip whenever I put it up in full in a month, and maybe that will get them going because they're not sitting on anything. Yes, this whole video is going out. You're famous now.
Yes. Yes.
So, listen, that's just the way it is. Most companies, when they hit a level where they're happy, they try to go on defense when they think they're sitting on a secret, but they're not sitting on as big of a secret as they think.
Okay. All right.
VaynerMedia would be smaller, not bigger, if I held on to all these good ideas.
True. Very true.
So,
very, very true.
All right. This was a lot of fun. See what happens when you ask on the internet? Shit happens.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love you, Gary. Thank you so much for taking the time. I'm so grateful that you took the time out of your day.
No worries. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Keep on tweeting.